Men are as good as dead when married to modern women.
Happy wife, happy life. Whoever said that should just be beaten to death. If I hear one more person give that advice to somebody, I have to tell you, that is just the most ridiculous. What does that even mean? Happy wife, happy life.
I have a question for the men. Do you guys still want to get married? Like, is that still a thing?
Never gonna get married. I don't want to get married.
Why?
There's no benefit for the man. He only has everything to lose.
What?
A man can be completely faithful to his wife, provide, protect, take care of the kids, obviously when he's not working, whatever. And the wife can step out and cheat. And what's the result of that? Man has to pay alimony, has to pay child support, loses his house, loses the cars, loses everything. Why? What's the point? And then, it's a coin flip. Flip a coin if your marriage is going to work. Those are the odds. Those are the chances. If you want to get married, cool. Throw a wedding, put the rings on each other, say your vows, you're married. You don't have to submit nothing with the courts. Yeah.
Die alone?
The only reason why somebody is not okay being alone is because they're not okay with themselves.
Exactly. I agree.
That's it. If you're not okay being alone, you have issues with yourself that you need to take care of.
Divorce won't happen to me. This is what all divorced men had said at some point. We live in a society where your wife can cheat, leave you for her affair partner, and face zero repercussions whatsoever. Think about it for a second. The risk is simply too great. Most men think marriage means access to sex for the rest of your life. Only that they're wrong, because your wife can stop having sex with you at any time, and this happens more often than you think. Women can emotionally abuse you on the regular, and people will take their side. There have been experiments where someone made a post from the female point of view, and then made the exact same post with the same scenario from the male point of view. Guess what? People were more sympathetic towards the woman. No matter what goes down, people will take your wife's side 90% of the time, especially if there are kids involved. The woman you married is the same woman who used to simp for a narcissistic man for free when she was younger. Over and over again, everything that goes wrong in a marriage is automatically the man's fault. Man cheats because his wife doesn't want any intimacy. He is the devil incarnate. A woman cheats because her man doesn't provide the intimacy. It is his fault automatically for not providing for her. Man wants his wife to be a stay-at-home parent. He is controlling. He wants his wife to work. He is broke. Even asking for a prenuptial agreement is seen as an asshole move. I have watched a lot of marriages fail, and all resulted in the man getting absolutely shafted, even with a prenup. One of them was my uncle. His ex-wife put a false domestic violence claim on him, and it was proven that he never did it, but still spent 2 days in county jail. Another was my cousin, who married someone making around his income, but she still walked away with the house, car, and most of the properties. Another was my friend who got cheated on during his deployment, and she walked away with half his income as spousal support. Thank God they didn't have children. Another was my other army friend, and he got cheated on during his time in the hospital as he was recovering from a partial hip replacement. Another was me. Statistically speaking, 50% of marriages fail. Would you fly on a plane with a 50% chance of crashing? With women initiating 70% of divorces, why take a risk? Why should I have to ask my future wife if I want to buy a motorcycle with my money after contributing to the bills? Why should I have a man cave in the house I paid for? Yeah, married men are happier. Only for the first 2 years. After that, it diminishes. On YouTube and other sites, they have proven time and time again that men should overlook their feelings when a child or family is involved. Even go as far as to accept children born from affairs years after finding out years after. Even go as far as demonizing men for requesting paternity and other genetic tests to confirm it is in fact their child. Or when men don't want to be fathers, and even while paying child support, being called a deadbeat. Want to get married? You might as well tie a noose around your neck. Marriage does nothing good for men anymore. You never hear anything positive from married men. It's always, my wife won't let me do this or that. She's being a bitch. I'm still in the doghouse. Blah, blah, blah. There's a reason why sayings like, happy wife, happy life exist. Because you don't matter. Your wife won't give a shit about your happiness or well-being. Women are conditioned to believe they deserve the best from a man, which is why they think you deserve nothing and get so eager to divorce when your qualities fall short. You're just an appliance that can be replaced. All you need to do is die, get seriously injured, or even lose your job. Modern-day feminism teaches women to be strong and independent, which is good, but it leads them to think they need nothing from men. Most women don't know how to treat them like people. Even if you have found a truly good woman, it's still not worth taking your chances. There's no guaranteeing she'll stay the same anyway. Men should just refuse to get married. I'm not saying men should refuse to marry to punish women or something childish like that. I'm saying that marriage is meaningless nowadays. You can literally get divorced for any reason you want. And okay, you should have the right to get divorced. But it does make marriage meaningless. Why would anyone sign a contract that the other person can break for any reason whatsoever, and usually face no repercussions? You might think that if you are the perfect husband, you won't get divorced. But nobody is perfect. Your wife will find a flaw and use it to get divorced. I know couples who did everything right, at least by society standards, and they still got divorced. Generally speaking, marriage makes a lot more sense if you're a woman, because you basically have nothing to lose, except your last name. And if things should go wrong, the government has your back. Getting married if you're a woman is basically like guaranteed income. Women generally aren't going to marry a man with no money because they can't use a guy with no money for anything. For men, though, there is basically nothing to be gained from it. You actually put yourself at financial risk by getting married depending on where you live. And you also make it hard for yourself to break up because the government has to approve.
I ain't never gonna get married.
You're gonna get married.
Well, sooner or later, there comes a point in a man's life when he's gotta face some facts. And one fact I gotta face is that whatever it is that women like, I ain't got it. I chased after enough girls in my life. I went to enough dances. I got hurt enough. I don't want to get hurt no more. Girls made me feel like I was a bug. I got feelings, you know. I had enough pain. No thanks, Ma. I'm just a fat little man, a fat, ugly man.
You're not ugly.
I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly. Ma, leave me alone!
Tables and chairs won't buy all.
Ma, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? I'm miserable enough as it is. All right, so I'll go to the Stardust Ballroom, I'll put on a blue suit and I'll go. And you know what I'm gonna get for my trouble? Heartache. A big night of heartache.
Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.